Well, Steph, it could be pretty good news for people who are wanting to get into the housing market. CoreLogic data is suggesting that house prices won't be rising as quickly next year. CoreLogic is saying that property value growth is slowing, and a big reason for that is because people are now not spending enormous amounts of money on properties at the higher end of the market. Instead, properties towards the middle or to the lower end of the market are being snapped up, and a big reason for that is because of interest rate rises and other cost of living pressures. The latest data shows that the national average price for a property is nearly $754,000. That is a new record high. Looking at the capital cities, Sydney's average price for a property is just over $1.1 million. That rose by 10% across the year. It did actually stay relatively flat in the last month, as did Melbourne's prices as well. Canberra is actually the second most expensive city. Brisbane, Perth and Adelaide, they saw strong rises in the last month, up between 1.2 and 1.9%.
And first home buyers are getting back into the market, Charles.
Yeah, Stephen, a big reason for that is because rent is so expensive that people might as well be buying a property. Rent has gone up for the last 40 months in a row. The biggest gains have been on apartments and units, and in some major capital cities, you actually are better financially to buy rather than rent, although the downside to that is having to save for a house deposit, and Steph, data is showing that that process can take up to a decade to do.
Well, Charles Bryce, thank you very much for that. Yes, it certainly is a real challenge for people trying to save for that elusive deposit.